You know, sometimes it's okay to be a little bit slow. Hey friends, it's Pastor Mike from Fellowship Church. Always love to connect with you midweek. Hope you're enjoying this little bit of warmer fall weather. Hope you enjoy all those colors as they change. We've had some beautiful sunrises lately as well. Great time of the year. Hope you're having a great week. That thought for you again. Sometimes it's okay to be a little slow. Now, I'll be honest, when I was a kid, elementary age, middle school, high school, I was one of the fastest kids in our class. I know you're thinking, you don't look anything like that today, Pastor Mike. But I was one of the faster kids in our class, at least until that kid named Jeff transferred into our school. He was faster than me. I never forgave him for it. But when I was young, I was fast. And it's always fun to be fast in things like track, basketball, football, those kinds of sports. We love to see people who are fast runners. But the Bible says there are times when it's much better to be slow. There's a passage in the book of James, and if you haven't read James lately, it's a great book to read. James is a book that's very practical, very kind of, this is how to live out your faith in a way that's very real, tangible, practical. In the book of James, James writes, "Take note of this, my brothers," and then he says, "You should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." I'll say that part again. Quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. I don't know about you, but sometimes in the world that we live in, when everyone seems to have an opinion, and we live in a world that is becoming incredibly polarized and divided, people tend to be quick to speak and slow to listen. That's exactly the opposite of what the Bible wants you to be. Because see, friends, when you're quick to listen, that means that you're giving of yourself to other people. If you're a good listener, other people perceive you as someone who's willing to hear what they have to say. You're giving of them your time. You're literally a sacrificing kind of person. You want to know what's on their heart and what's on their mind. You might just learn something new. So people honestly like to be around someone who's quick to listen. And if people perceive you as someone who's quick to listen, they'll be much more interested in what you have to say. So here's what the Bible says. Be quick to listen, and then it says, slow to speak. Come on, in this world in which we live in, when everyone seems to have an opinion, and some are really good at expressing those opinions, that's what social media is all about, right? We love to express our opinions. The Bible says be just the opposite of the way our world is currently working and be slow to speak. Why? Well, if we're quick to listen, we might learn something before we speak, but that whole slow to speak says that when we have something to say, it's worth saying. It's not just a venting. It's not just a pouring out of some emotions that come up in our heart. When we are slow to speak, it means we've actually had a chance to think before we say. That's a biblical principle. And then, of course, this whole idea of being slow to anger, the Bible says that in several occasions. Anger is one of those emotions that, boy, once it gets moving, it sometimes gets the best of us. And you probably know people who are quick to be angry. Those are probably people you don't like to be around. And when the Bible instructs us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, what God is really saying is He wants us to have opportunities to share in a way that people are actually willing to listen. When we are quick to speak and quick to display anger, at some point in time, we start losing audiences really quick. And nobody wants to be around someone like that. When I hear those phrases, quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry, I'm thinking that's the kind of person I like to be around. Friends, may you be the kind of person that other people like to be around this week. Quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry. May that describe you really well. Sometimes it's good to be slow. Hope you have a wonderful week. Hope you're taking good care of yourself. Hope you recognize all the blessings of God and you give Him thanks for every one of them. Take care. Have a great week. God bless. Bye-bye.